Some exciting changes are coming to Turbo Overkill when it officially releases in August. As some of you know, I've had the honor of being able to collaborate with the director before the launch of each act, and I'm here to give you a behind-the-scenes look at some mechanical changes you can expect. First is the Micromissile input buffer. Previously, you had to wait until the animation completed before you could choose your next weapon. Now, at any point during the animation, you can select the next weapon you want to use, and that weapon will immediately come out when the animation is finished. It seems like a small change, but it feels more intuitive now. Next is near instant charge for the stun grenade when switching to the Waster shotgun. If you have the Waster out, you can charge a grenade immediately, but if you have another weapon out and switch to the Waster, there's this awkward delay before you're able to start charging. It's a balance decision, but we reduced the delay a bit and the charge up time feels a lot more natural. The Waster charge is also a lot faster when you've unlocked the level 3 upgrade. Another change that makes things more natural is smooth mode switching for the chain gun without having to stop firing. It's pretty annoying when you have to stop shooting and wait a few frames before switching weapon modes. Well, now you can switch with no delay at all, and you can just keep holding the fire button if you want and switch back and forth. We also applied this to all automatic weapons that had this kind of input buffering disabled while using the button smasher implant. Previously, you would need to release the fire button and press it again after switching weapons, which feels kinda weird when you're switching to something that's supposed to be spraying wildly. So now, whether you're holding the fire button before you switch, or maybe you just happen to press the fire button a frame before hitting the switch button, either way, the gun will be firing automatically. This applies, like I said, to all fully automatic weapons: plasma, chain gun, Uzis, and pistols. Security drones now reliably work as grapple points, after a change that allows the bottom side to be targeted instead of just the top. Multi-rockets no longer have a firing delay. They fire instantly the moment you release the charge button, and now they fire all at once, instead of one after another. This change was made so that fast in-the-moment weapon swapping wouldn't interrupt the rockets being shot. Before this, it was possible to charge up 4 rockets, release, and interrupt them with a weapon switch, possibly only getting to fire off 1 or 2 rockets. Now they all come out at once, making it much faster to fire 4 rockets and catch with plasma for an overcharge. A fix has been made to the plasma projectile mode, making all projectiles shoot at the same speed. There was a bug where if you played on low difficulties versus slow-moving projectiles, it caused the plasma projectiles you return to also fly at that same slow speed, which made them really awkward to use. It's universal now for all difficulties. And finally, the motorcycle. I've been anxious to revisit this since my Act 2 review, where I was pretty hard on this part of the game. It felt undercooked. Well, it's come a long way. The cycle has way better control now, able to freely move in any direction, more like a hover bike. And in the upcoming official release update, you're gonna see some awesome new abilities that fundamentally change the cycle level's combat and could make it something really fun to build entire levels around. The slide is back. That's fun. Fans wanted it to come back, and they were right. It's entertaining to slide through enemies when you're moving fast. And now, pulling out the Uzi while you slide activates much faster and is more consistent. There's also a lot more explosive objects on your path to add a bit more spectacle and interactivity to your journey. But the two big changes are mobility and firepower. We've added an alternate fire chargeable laser onto the cycle. You can tap to fire or charge it to do a lot more damage. Is it entirely necessary? No. But like the rockets we added to the car sections, it just adds a little variety to the action. And the cycle can jump. Yes, we've added vertical mobility to the cycle to break up the monotony of just driving forward the whole time. The idea is Turbo Overkill's combat is so heavily focused on your character's mobility, it's easy to want to be able to hop around while driving this thing. And man, the difference these two things make, the laser and especially the jump. For the first time, I felt like I wanted to fight everyone in these spaces, instead of just driving away. It makes this level feel more like you're playing Twisted Metal. I could honestly see more levels being made against other enemy vehicles. So those are a few of the big tweaks that are coming when Turbo Overkill officially launches on August 11th. I hope you've enjoyed this preview.